says, coming from the United Kingdom, what advice would you give a sister who's married to a careless man in almost all regards? First and foremost, the word careless is going to be relative and subjective from person to person. One person may be considered careless by an individual, and to another, they may consider that to be tawakkul, or not to stress, or not to have anxiety, or not to worry too much. It's nothing to worry about. This is what we need. Inshallah, we'll get it. So on and so forth, it'll be done. As an example, and the wife, she may say, but we need it. Do you understand? It's important, it's serious, you got a plan, I need it, da 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 da. She's jumping back and forth. And he says, I understand you. Inshallah, well, when you need it, I'll give it to you. She may say that that's careless. And he may say that she's over anxious, or she has a lack of trust in Allah, or whatever the case. So this is subjective. It's subjective. At the end of the day, if you consider your husband to be extremely careless in all regards, and if you feel like it's something that you can't live with, and it's a fitna, and it's going to lead you to ruin and destruction with regards to your worldly dunya, and you don't want to be in that situation, la bas. وَإِن يَتَفَرَّقَا يُغْنِ اللَّهُ كُلًّا مِنْ سَعَتِهِ. Allah says, and if they split up, then Allah will give both of them from His bounty. Allah will give both of them from His bounty. Not your bounty, but His bounty. Allah could give him a better wife and He give you a better husband, or equal, or whatever the case may be. So if you can't live with the situation and it's difficult and you feel like it's going to bring ruin to you, listen to my words carefully. It's going to ruin your dunya. But as far as if it's something that you can be patient upon, it's something that isn't that serious, that deep, or even if it is, but the deen clearly overwhelms those worldly shortcomings, be patient and remain in the situation. But just be careful and just be mindful. You may leave a man and you may say that he's careless in every regard, but he may have a kind heart. He may be a nice brother. He may marry another brother who's very responsible, or he's very careful and he does the worldly things as you want him to be, but he may have a rotten heart or very poor deen. So you have to pick your poison in life. And everything is going to be of a certain level. Perfection is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Perfection is for Allah azza wa jal. If you have a brother that's balanced, 60-40, alhamdulillah, that's fine. 65-35, deen, dunya, whatever, la bas. But just be mindful of this. Be what? Be mindful of this. If you have a good-hearted brother who's not a zalim, he's not a tyrant, he's not an oppressor, he's not an evildoer, he's not a wicked sinner, he's not mean and evil to children and to pets and to stepchildren, he's a good-hearted brother, try to fix the situation. Try to work on the situation. Be patient. Because only Allah knows that it's a rarity in these days in 2018 to find a brother that has a good heart. Assalamu alaikum, kif halik, beard, thobe, this and that. And he's beating his wife up. Or he abuses kids or molests children. This is a reality that only people that deal with situations on a daily basis truly know. Being an imam of a masjid. Assalamu alaikum, kif halik, brother, oftentimes is a criminal, a tyrant, when he's not in front of the brothers and he's not around the people. So be mindful of that. That's my advice, based off of my experiences of helping out and counseling people. And Allah knows best.